Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For tonight's live stream, I'm going to be talking about season 15 kind of in general, more so going into the top 4. Obviously, with the finale being tomorrow, I figured now would be a perfect time to kind of like talk with y'all about the queens of the season and give you my somewhat final thoughts on the season and all of the above. Again, I have a slideshow all prepared. It'll be a cute moment. Hey there. Can't believe we made it to the finale of season 15. Was a good season, but could have been one of the greatest of all time, if not shortened episodes. I agree. Again, I will be talking about that a little bit because a lot of the queens that I will be going over, since I'm going over the entire cast, in my opinion, were shortchanged on their experience in Drag Race, especially with the storylines and all of the above. There were a lot of queens who basically turned into background, and we never really got to know. And again, I think the biggest part of that is the hour-long episodes that they decided to go to, like you had mentioned. And again, it's unfortunate, but that's the reality of what they decided to do. Anyways, let's get into it. All right, Drag Race season 15. Obviously, I'm going to be going, well, not, I shouldn't say obviously. I'm going to be going through the queens in elimination order up until the top 4, and then we will be covering the top 4. And I'm going to go a little bit more in depth when it comes to the top 4 because we are the day before the finale eve, if you will. This time tomorrow, we will be starting the finale. So I figured that's kind of more of my focus. But I will be going over all the queens. All the queens eliminated from episode 1 to 10 need to have an All-Stars invite automatic. I hear you. I don't necessarily agree all of them. No shade, but we'll get into it. I'm going to also be covering who I think will ultimately be able to come back as a really successful All-Star. There are quite a few of queens on this season who would do really well, in my opinion, on an All-Stars. I'm also going to be getting in. Anyways, let's get into it instead of me just talking about it, right? Yes, except for her. I have opinions about her, and we will get to that. Up first, we have Irene the Alien Dubois. Again, Irene was eliminated first, and unfortunately, we didn't get to see a lot of the looks that she prepared for the runway because some of her looks were truly incredible. She did post a lot of them to her Instagram, so we did get to see them through that, but we didn't get to see them on television and the full glamour of it all. And Irene was a funny character for me. Irene, I really enjoyed in the first episode. I thought she was shady but funny, and she knows how to cut up. She seems like a really fun character, and would love to see her come back on another season. When that's gonna be, I don't know, but I could see her coming back for sure. Got Too Short would have been the diabetes of the season, and her mistress would have had. Oh, that would have been the entire plot of the season, like the entire narrative that they were going for, would have entirely changed had Irene not been eliminated when Irene was. If we are being honest, Irene would have really shooken things up. I think Irene could have done really well in the other challenges. She just gives me like some really strong, confident energy in her drag. And with that, you can use it in any challenge, if we're being honest. And I think she would have done really well in a lot of challenges. I don't know how it would have changed the ultimate outcome, but it definitely would have changed the overall narrative of the season. Next up, we have Princess Poppy. I like Princess Poppy. This is not meant to be a shade towards Princess Poppy. She does not need to do All-Stars. Also, going on the show, knowing that you weren't planning to use a platform like a lot of queens would have liked to use a platform is a little upsetting to me. It feels a little, I don't know. I feel like another queen would have been able to use this opportunity to the full potential. Poppy, who I don't Doesn't want to be famous. I have no clue. Oh my god. Honestly, fair. But yeah, I'm a little annoyed with Poppy for those reasons. Again, I don't need to get into it too much. I have opinions, and sometimes those opinions don't agree with others. And that's where I'm going to leave on that. Next up, we have Sugar. I think Sugar was eliminated in the correct position, if you ask me. She wasn't funny in Snatch Game. T. And yeah, I don't think Sugar would have made it much further, sure, than she needed to. I think she was eliminated in the right spot. I like Sugar. I think she was a sweet queen. I think she would be an interesting opportunity for Miss Congeniality. But I don't necessarily think she was the most interesting character to have on the show. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the twins, but for me, they felt a little one-dimensional. Granted, we got to know more of them in Untucked and online, and I feel like they're fully realized characters, but I don't necessarily think they're the most exciting, and I'll leave it on that. Yeah, because Sugar says in the design challenge she would have made her and Spice's look, which, yeah, I don't love that. I mean, I get it. They have like the whole twin thing going for them, and they're all like, "Oh, we do everything together." Fun, not fun to watch. No, just not fun to watch. Next up is Amethyst. Amethyst is another queen I feel like we didn't really get to know a whole lot of, other than the fact that she dated Robin. I feel like we didn't really get to know anything about Amethyst. I mean, that's pretty accurate. She's from Connecticut and she dated Robin. That's what I know about Amethyst. Wow, her narrative sucked. Her storyline sucked. She literally was just there to say, "Oh, I dated Robin," and then get eliminated. Like, she had a little bit of success in Snatch Game, but other than that, she was in the bottom 3 times, you know? Amethyst could come back and really do well on All Stars in a few years. She's a good drag queen. Yeah, I agree. She needs more experience, and I think Amethyst would say that too. She's definitely a baby queen, which again, no shade, like that's completely fair. But her storyline was very much one note, and I felt bad for Amethyst for that. You know. Again, we'll get to more queens who also had one-note storylines, because even at the beginning, there's a large focus on the top 4. And then if you see it throughout the season, like, that's ultimately, I think they had storylines for other queens, and they decided to cut those so that we could really get to know the top 4 with the time change. Not time change, but the time cut, you know what I'm trying to say? And I think that's an interesting idea. I would love to get to know the other queens as well, you know? And I feel like we know the top 4 super well, like, the up to, top 5, top 4, we know them all really well. I just wish we had gotten to know the other queens who were eliminated on earlier episodes a little bit more. Next queen eliminated was Aura Mayari. And Aura had actually won a challenge and then was eliminated. And that's crazy, because also, I feel like we didn't really get to know Aura either, other than, like, having her win. She was barely in the show, and it sucks. Like, I feel like Aura could have done some really cool stuff and really cool performances, and I'm sad that we didn't get to see her, you know? Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I did not mean to skip Robin. I clicked twice. I'm so sorry. Robin Fierce. Oh my god, I feel awful. Robin is another queen we barely got to know, other than she dated Amethyst. It's the exact same thing. These two queens, exact same story. Exact same story, and that was it. Other than, like, her saying, "Oh, I don't want to take risks." That was it. And that's why Rue eliminated her. And I'm sad because Robin is really cool. Robin is a really cool queen. And I feel like we could have gotten to know her really well. Robin would be great on an All-Stars. I would love it. I'd love to see Robin on an All-Stars. Or, like, honestly, don't bring them back for regular seasons. But Robin on an All-Stars in a few years? Sure, why not? Right? Show us something new. Show us something exciting. Show us who you are. We didn't really get to know you. And it sucks. Again, it's going to be a continued narrative that I'm going to reiterate. But, like, other than the fact that she dated Amethyst, I feel like we didn't get to know Robin at all. Yeah. Next up is Aura. Aura won a challenge and then was eliminated. That's right, because Robin, yeah. Aura, again, like you're saying, we didn't really get to know. She won a challenge, and that was all I feel like I got to know about her. And again, frustrating. Very, very frustrating. She dances, and that's about all we know. Unless I'm mistaken. From the show, I'm trying to think about what else we got to know about Aura, and I can't think of anything. I really can't. That's sad. Wow, going through all of these queens is making me realize how little we got to know about most of them. And again, I blame that on the Gays of WeHo, Friends of WeHo, whatever show that was, which nobody watched anyways. I'm really mad about this, actually, looking back at it. Because I was watching the season as it aired, right? And I guess in the moment, I wasn't fully realizing how little we got to know about all of these queens, and it sucks. Oop. I feel like All-Stars with most of the queens will feel like a brand season. Yeah, that's tea. And there's a lot of potential for All-Stars. A lot. Yeah. Next up was eliminated was Jax. We got to know a little bit about Jax. We got to know about her family. I wasn't the craziest fan of Jax's runways, and I think that was her biggest hurdle, if you will. And if she were to come back for an All-Star, she could get some really nice garments made, and that could be really good for her. So I love that. Her promo is probably one of her best looks. Like, she looks really good here. Yeah. Her promo and her reunion, I think, are my two favorite looks from Jax. Yeah. Jax is worse than Robin. She had no storyline. It is not for lip sync assassin. I agree. She is a lip sync assassin and doesn't get the credit she deserves. Everyone's all like, Marsha. Anisha. That's it. I mean, Sasha too, because Sasha. But you know what I mean? Yeah. No, that's a very fair point. And again, give her a few years, have some experience working on the road, take some acting classes, get some new garments made, work on all of that, and she could come back and do well. Yeah, I like Jax, and we might actually get to know her. I feel so bad, but like that's really what the season was giving, is we barely got to know anybody. Next eliminated was Spice. When it comes to Spice, I think she could have been eliminated earlier. And that's just my opinion. We got to know Spice pretty well. I feel like we got a lot of narrative from Spice. Again, we had the whole twin stuff. And then once her twin was gone, she was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And then continued on. Give her, like, I hope that Sugar and Spice will go out and perform. I hope they will do a lot of performing and get a lot of experience. put in the work, right? Do I see her on an All-Stars? Not really. I don't like if you're gonna bring. All right, if you're gonna have the twins on an All-Stars, do not put them on the same season, because that is tired. And I want Spice on her own season. I want Sugar on her own season. If they are to come back at some point, many years from now, after putting in the work, I'd be okay with it. But again, separately. Malaysia, baby doll, baby doll, baby doll, Fox. I love this queen so much. She is so sweet on the show. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with Malaysia. Like, such a sweet queen. Top 7 onwards. Malaysia is a queen I could see winning Miss Congeniality. Yeah, that's key. I could see it being Malaysia, Spice, and I'm going to throw in Selena. Maybe not Selena with that comment that she made about Ross. But on the show, Selena was really sweet, right? So those are my 3 picks for Miss Congeniality as well. Again, we'll have to wait and see who gets it. Obviously, season 14's Miss Congeniality was Cornbread. So we'll see. I don't know. I'll be curious to see who gets it this year, who Cornbread gives up the Congeniality crown to. I don't know. If Malaysia wins that, and will be true. Because if you think about it, Malaysia, Cornbread was 14. 13 was Lala. 12 was Heidi. 10 was Nina? Oh, wait, it's 11 was Nina, right? Yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15. 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 4 in a row. Yeah. Which is great. Also, I've noticed that I feel like if you get Congeniality, you have a good chance of coming back for an All-Stars. I don't know if y'all have noticed that. Because if you think about it, a lot of the queens who get Congeniality come back for an All-Stars pretty quickly after. So if Malaysia gets this, her All-Stars run is right there. I mean, yeah, literally right there. And that'd be an awesome opportunity for Malaysia. Because, again, super sweet queen. I feel like she could do really well on an All-Stars, come back. She had some great looks. And I feel like she had more confidence on the show. She could have made it a lot further, especially when it comes to the challenges. I feel like she got in her head a little bit. So I would love to see Malaysia come back. Like, that feels correct in my fantasy. But again, we'll have to wait and see if she gets Congeniality and if she comes back for All-Stars. I could definitely see it, though. Next eliminated was Marsha. Marsha on the show. What do I say about Marsha? I thought she was nice. Not the most exciting on the season. No shade. I think she just, again, I think she needs more experience. More of that. Just, again, younger queen. She knows how to sell. Yeah. The tea about Marsha, she was basically supposed to be the Lea Michele of the season, but they had to cut out a lot. So the cut. Oh, I could see that. Oh, yeah, I think I remember watching Roscoe's and having Sugar or Spice, one of them, saying that Marsha was the Lea Michele of the season. Next eliminated was Selena Esteves. It's titties! I love Selena. Selena's titties was one of my favorite queens on this season. I just thought she was really funny. And again, Selena has All-Stars written on her too. If she comes back with better looks, it's over. Because she's funny, she has presence, she knows how to do well in the challenges, if you ask me. And I think Selena could come back and, like, destroy. Yes, she is the Monet of the season. I completely agree. Also, I think they're friends in real life. I think. Pretty sure they're good friends. I don't know. They know each other. They both live in LA. She's seen her perform. But yeah, I could see Selena coming back and destroying an All-Stars. Definitely similar to Monet in that way. Lucy LaDuca. Another queen, definitely an All-Star. Definitely. Yeah. I like Lucy. I like Lucy a lot. I thought she was fun. Obviously, we have the whole iconic let loose moment from her now that it's gone viral thanks to, again, Gary on Twitter. Shout out to them. Yeah. I think Lucy could come back on an All-Stars. Yeah. Lucy could come back, but needs to see how they treat Alexis Michelle. True. Also, Jan, Lexus, Lucy, kind of Marsha. I would throw Marsha in there. I feel like Marsha is a mini Lucy. Yeah. A younger version of Lucy. I feel like Marsha. Kinda. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I see that in my brain. But yeah, I definitely see Lucy coming back. All right. Now we are on to the top 4. All right. So first queen we have is Anitra. After Jan 1, she lost the fan support. True. I could see that happening to Marsha. Hello, welcome. Yeah, we went through all the previously eliminated queens, and now we're on the top 4. Again, I'm going to be discussing all the queens, top 4, and who I think is going to win. All of the above. Yeah. Anitra has 3 wins going into the top 4, right? 3 wins, yeah. And she also has the most fan support. If you go on Twitter, she has the most fan support. So I'll be curious to see if they would give the crown to her. Because for me, in my brain, it's a crown for Sasha Colby. But with the fan support that Anitra has, I don't know. Also, having 3 wins, I think, helps a lot. Also, knowing Drag Race, they are definitely going to want to have a repeat of Anitra versus Sasha lip syncing. If we know Drag Race, we know they're going to do that. Yeah. If she doesn't win, winner of All Stars has every single. She's a winner already. This top 4 is just like season 9. I could see that. But yeah, Anitra, I think, has a chance for the crown. I think the crown has Sasha's name on it, but I think Anitra could take it. Yeah, out of anybody, I think Anitra has the biggest chance of getting it. Because Mistress, we'll get to Mistress in a second, but Mistress is definitely an all-stars. Very much similar to what they did with Candy Muse. I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair. So Mistress is definitely all stars, and Lux. I think Rue loves Lux a lot. I don't know. Ooh. All right, but Anitra, I think, have the second biggest chance of the crown. Lux. Ru loves Lux, right? Ru adores Lux. Anitra would be killer for All Stars. Agreed. Anitra is the only one who could take the crown from Sasha. Not sure Sasha would want to come back for an All Stars. Yeah, I don't know. They might not do it because I doubt Sasha would do another season. Cheddar will never come back. Cheddar should have won. I'm sorry. Love Danny Beard, but Cheddar should have won. Anyways, Lux. I think Lux has an all-star storyline for her as well. Again, like I said, Rue loves Lux. Like, very much. This is like her prodigy, almost. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Lux. But I'll be curious. I don't see the crown for Lux, so that's for sure. No shade. Just being honest. Ooh. What's next? Mistress. Mistress has all stars written on her. Mistress has all stars written on her. Again, similar with Candy. T. Yeah, exactly. I love Lux, but I don't think they're gonna crown Lux. I think, again, ultimately, I think it's between Anitra and Sasha, with Sasha having a higher chance. It's like 60-40 in my brain. Yeah. No, that's fair. 60-40, I would say. Again, Mistress, love Mistress, but Mistress makes too good TV. Very this. And because of that, they're going to want another season with Mistress. Could you put her in any cast and she will cause drama? Yeah. Mistress is definitely coming back. Like, Mistress, All Stars, very soon. I would not be surprised. Again, I think Drag Race loves Mistress. And I do too. All right. Finally, we have my winner, Sasha Mother Tucking Colby. All right. This one has 4 wins going into this finale tomorrow, right? So, with 4 wins, 0 lip syncs, is she gonna win? Is she gonna take this crown? I hope so. I really, really hope so. My money's on Sasha. Yeah. I love Sasha. Sasha's my pick for the crown. Love Anitra too, and love Lux and Mistress. Love all of them. But for me, it's between Anitra and Sasha. And for me, it's 60-40 Sasha. Did you see that Michelle Sasha on her What You Back In? Why did you not do Drag Race early knowing? Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting. Because, I mean, if you look at the history with trans representation on the show of Drag Race, they don't have the best record. Going back all the way to season 9, I think Peppermint could have been treated better. Yeah, I would say 9. I'm trying to think through the trans representation that we've had on Drag Race and when it got better. Honestly, it might have not gotten better until like, yeah. I mean, that's kind of tea. First true she, yeah. Like, I was thinking back to previous seasons. I mean, we had Gia on All Stars 4, right? And Gia was All Stars 4 aired around 11 after 11. But she didn't have a great narrative either. Yeah, I would say it's kind of been since season 13. No, that's key. Yeah. And then All-Star 6 was Kylie and Jiggly. Season 14 had 5 trans girls. 14. Yeah. That's wild. No, that's really wild if you think about it. So that's why, fully. And I hope SASHA could win. I hope SASHA will win. SASHA could be the first solid winner for Drag Race to be trans. She's such a bold statement to the world. It's like a nice follow-up to last season. I agree. I'm so excited for SASHA crowning. Like, y'all, tomorrow, if SASHA doesn't get crowned, I'm gonna be shook. Like, I'm nervous about tomorrow. I'm really nervous. I'm trying to avoid all spoilers for tomorrow. Trying to avoid all spoilers. Because I don't want to know who wins. I don't. I want to be shook. I want to be surprised. Again, tomorrow I will be doing my review right after. I was looking at the episode time slot, and it's from 8 to 9:30, I believe. So if that's the case, I'll probably do my live around 9:45. So be prepared if y'all want to tune in for that. Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, T. Yeah, I'm really excited for tomorrow. It's gonna be a really fun finale. I've heard we will have some special performances to look forward to. I wonder if RuPaul's gonna perform like she does almost every finale, so probably. If SASHA wins, I'll cry. This is gonna feel like Raja with winning the crown before. Yeah, the narrative is right there. The story's right there. It's all correct. If it's not SASHA, I don't know how I'm gonna react. Like, I might try doing an Instagram live. I don't know if Instagram would take me down, but I might try watching it on Instagram live. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a tripod or anything to put my phone on, but yeah, tomorrow's gonna be really fun. I'm excited. Gonna order pizza and settle in for the night. That sounds good. Yeah, I'm very excited for tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I will be reviewing it shortly after it airs, so you can have that to look forward to. And again, it will be a live review because I tend to like these lives. Like, it's been a fun time just talking to y'all. And I hope I can do this more frequently, like I have been. Yeah. Again, these lives have actually been getting some decent views too, so that's really exciting. But yeah, I think that does bring me to the end of this live. Because again, we went through the entire cast, talked about who I think is gonna win, narratives, all of the above. Again, we'll be reviewing tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Yeah. Oh, season 16 is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to having some cast rumors and all of that. I'm hoping for some Chicago queens. Because I feel like we haven't had Chicago queens in a very long time. Yeah, of course. It's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing these lives. Looking forward to doing more, growing the channel, all of the above. Trying to get monetized still. It will happen. Like this video if you liked it. Comment down below what you think about all of this if you're watching the playback. Share, subscribe. Come join the sandwich hour community. That's it. I'm going to go before my voice is gone. I'm coughing a lot. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.